Welcome back. Today we're going to be working on decimal multiplication. So we've previously learned about decimal addition and subtraction. Today we're going to be doing multiplication. Remember when we see this little dot here in between two numbers, like in 2.4, that is now our multiplication sign for 6th grade. So we'll be seeing that instead of that X that we've used in previous grades. Okay, so let's start. If I have 3 and 2/10 times 3, I'm going to estimate really fast. I know 3 and 2/10, that's about 3. I know 3, well, that's obvious, that's 3. So if I multiply these two together, I would get 9. So I'm going to use that just as a guess for when I do my multiplication of decimals. Here I have 3 times 2, that is 6. And 3 times 3, that is 9. And if I forget to put the decimal in, I see my answer is 96. But I know my answer should be about 9 from my estimation. So what do I do with this decimal? Well, I can think, where can I put it so that my answer is about 9? And I can see right here. I move it one spot, and now I have 9 6/10, and that is, of course, very close to 9. So my rule when I'm multiplying decimals is I count how many space the decimal is away from the edge. Here it's one spot away, and then I take it, my decimal for my answer, and I move it that many spots in. So let's try another one with decimal multiplication. Here I have 2 and 4/10 times 3 and 1/10. And I'm going to do my little estimation off to the side. I know this is about 2, and this one is about 3. I know 2 times 3, that is going to be 6. So I know my answer to be about 6. I'm going to start. I multiply just like normal. 1 times 4, that is 4. 1 times 2, that is 2. Not worrying about the decimals yet. Now I'm going over to my next spot, so I have that 0 as my placeholder. 3 times 4, that is 2. Carry the 1. 3 times 2, that is 6, plus that 1 is 7. And I'm going to add 4, 4, and 7. Now let's look. I know my answer should be about 6, but I have 744. Well, where can I put that decimal? Well, I'm going to use this strategy now. I'm going to count how many spaces my decimal is away from the edge. Here it is 1 space. Here this one is 1 space. And I just add up how many spaces apart they are. So that 1 plus 1, that is 2. I'm going to bring my decimal at the very end of my answer and goes in 1, 2 spots. So my final answer is 7.44, 7 and 44 hundredths. Is that close to 6? Yeah, 7 and 44 hundredths, that is very close to 6. Let's try it one more. So here I'm going to have 32, and let's say 19 hundredths. We're going to have times, and let's do 1 and 1/10. Well, here I see this little guy right here. That's not my decimal, that's my multiplication. So I'm just going to rewrite the problem so it is easier for myself using that stacked. The difference about multiplication of decimals and addition of decimals is that here I don't have to line those decimals up. So I'm going to go through my problem, just multiplying like regular. 1 times 9, 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, and I hold that 0 as a placeholder because I'm now working in my second digit. 1 times 9, 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3. And I add 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. Carry that 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2, that is 5. And 3. And uh-oh, I forgot. What do I do? So I'm going to check. How many spots did I move this decimal? I moved it 1, 2 times, and 1 time. And I just add it up 2 plus 1, that is 3. So I'm going to move my decimal spot. 1, 2, 3. And let's see what my final answer is. 35 and 409 thousandths. Just to make sure, because this one's a little longer, I'm going to estimate to see if that is correct. 32, that is about 30. And 1 1/10, that is about 1. So 30 times 1, that is 30. That's my estimate, so my final answer should be about 30. And look, I'm only about 5 off, so I know my answer is probably correct. Alright, we'll see you next time.